Here you guys go. And so we're going to get in our contact skills segment. I'll get this adjusted just a bit. And Mr. Larson and I will be demonstrating as I'm holding for him. You guys will be doing this. So we're going to do all of the contact skills. If you're at home, you're going to work all the way up to your rank. If you want to work the next rank past yours, that's perfectly fine. Keep in mind, pay attention. I do want you getting at least one extra set on what yours is for testing, so you're comfortable for it. So we're going to be doing, you guys get ready for black belt testings. Obviously, any and all of the contact skills can appear on the testing. So we're going to be going through those, plus a couple of extras. So we've got a kind of long target segment. It's the main part of class that we've got today is our contact skills segment. So if you're at home, if you've got somebody to hold a target, great. Or if you've got a punching bag, great. If not, practice these in the air. It's better than nothing. All right, so Emily moved to that blue belt in front of Ian. We're going to start off with our front leg front kicks. We're going to do 5 with each leg. So you guys go ahead, back and forth, and you're going to go just kind of taking your time. This is the white belt contact skill. Begin. Notice the knee comes up, pushes straight forward and aims. Doesn't snap up towards the ceiling. I'm not holding like this. I'm right here. As Emily finishes her set, the next one is going to be for yellow belts, and that's level 2 yellow belt, solid yellow, is going to be our front leg round kick. So same concept, just rotating the leg sideways. Jeff is going to go ahead and demonstrate. Mr. Larson's going to demonstrate here. Points that knee, pops out. You guys go ahead, 5 front leg round kicks each leg. Do a slight pivot, hands stay up as he kicks. Get it at a height, Ian, that's challenging but not hurting.
Okay. 5 seconds.
And again, remember, even if you're a high rank practicing front kicks, side kicks, round kicks, these guys are all high ranks. They're not just doing this kick because we're filming this class. Bring it down just a touch, Emily, so that you're not over-rotating that at head level. I like building in front kick, side kick, and round kick practice each time. On that side kick that's coming up next, make sure you pivot. Again, only the bottom of your heel, like if I'm showing on a shoe, it's only this part of your foot that's hitting on the side kick. All right, front leg side kicks, 5 of them. If you're testing for black belt, make these double side kicks with your favorite leg, or with both legs if you want the added challenge. All right, if you're doing doubles, only do 3. If you're doing regular, do 5. And go.
Go ahead, single or double?
Go ahead and do
Sorry.
singles with your other leg.
Sorry.
So notice how he pulls his knee back in all the way. He's not leaving it out there. If he leaves it out there, it's going to turn into more of a side kick, round kick the second time. Other side, he's going to do just the singles for you guys at home. Notice the pivot, push and pull. It's only with the heel and back in. Oh. Pay attention to where your hands are as you're kicking. Get that knee all the way back in. 2 full side kicks, Ian. There you go. Don't cut that second one short, or don't cut the first one short. Cut the first one short, it'll mess up your balance. If you cut the second one short, it turns into a round kick. From here, level 2 green belts have a stepping side kick. We're going to bypass that one for now. If you're a level 2 green belt, you can go ahead and either pause the video and practice it now, or catch it up a little bit later. For level 3 green belts, we're going to do spinning side kicks. We're going to do just 3 with each foot. You guys at home, you can do 3 with each foot, or you can do 6 with your favorite leg. So spin side kick, he's in his party stance, his hands are up, turn, looks, and kicks. Just like that, and go. Try to see if you can hit with just the heel. A little bit tougher to target this one, which is why we're practicing.
Whoops. As long as I'll practice.
Most of us will find that, especially on our leg that we don't spin with as much, or sometimes the one that we use in sparring ends up getting a little less accurate because we don't always aiming in sparring as much as we should. Ian's going to finish up that spin side, spin look kick. Remember, land in front on that spin side kick. What do we call a spin side kick that lands behind?
Spin hook.
Spin hook. All right, spin hook kick, and we'll get to that in just a minute. Moving on to blue belt, the first one, level 1 blue belt, that's front leg crescent kick. Should be an easy, and we're just going to do 3 each leg because we've got a couple more. Oh, Emily's still got her spin side. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We're going to demonstrate the crescent as she's going. They'll catch up with us. Remember the big thing on the crescent kick, lifting up, leg straight, and comes through. Each other leg real quick.
3 or 5?
3, just 3 on this. Front leg though, yeah. All right, spin crescent is next. So unlike the spin side kick where we only turn halfway, on a spin crescent, I want to make sure that my hands are up, my shoulders staying in, and that I make a good clean circle the entire time. So I can throw that kick nice and smooth. Spin crescent kick, 3 each leg.
Sorry.
And go. Put a little low for it. Really get that head around. Want to see that target before you kick it on a spin crescent. Good one, Ian. Good one, Jeff. And jump front kick for our level 3 blue belts. As they're going, I'm going to explain this one. So on this one, I want it could be with either leg, but we really encourage our level 3 blue belts to do this with your left leg, because in the brown belt section of your form that you'll have soon, that's the leg you're going to do it with. So with my, we're going to scoot this way just a little bit so you can see my leg. With that, my back foot lifts, my front foot up. You don't have to go super high on this, kind of just a skip. Skipping in front, kicking in one more time. Lift and kick. You're going to do 5 of those, preferably with your left leg, but at testing you can use either leg you want.
Sorry. Maybe 5 total, 2 on their favorite.
You can go to 3 and 3, or you can go to 5 and 3.
Okay.
And knee up. Always want to make sure you're getting that knee up nice and high on front kicks. If I kick with my knee too low and swing at the top, I'm going to put pressure right there on that patellar tendon. That's that spot just below your kneecap. So if you ever start to feel that soreness, it's usually from kicking out and then swinging the leg. As we move into the brown belt contact skills, that's going to be a front leg hook kick. So hook kick, sparring stance, that's just like a side kick, going to come outside of the target and pull all the way through. And 5 with each leg now. Back on that 5 with each leg thing. A little too close, Emily. You adjust for the target rather than having Ian adjust. Eye on the target the whole time will help that body stay up. If he looks away from the target, I'm not going to ask him to do it because it creates a lot of bad things, but if you look away from the target as you kick, for one, you're going to be less accurate, but also you're going to create this twisting where you're twisting away from your hook kick. It makes the kick feel like it's got some snap, but that's an illusion. That snap you're feeling is your body twisting away from your kick. It's really jarring on your back. Any more on that leg? Or you?
That's 5 each side.
As we're moving on to level 2 brown, we have that hook kick, round kick. And again, feel free at any rank, if you're level 1, you still practice this. It's really not a hard kick if you're keeping your knee up after your hook kick. So from here, we're going to do 3 each side, hook kick, round kick. He's picking up hook, knee stays up and comes back across. Notice as a partner, go ahead, I'm holding 2 hands super tight. I'm trying to keep this as still as I can. If I hold it with one hand, even though my arms are fairly strong, go ahead. From here, he's gonna have to wait on me because it's gonna push back. So I want 2 hands, both of them making a tight grip.
3 and 5.
3 each side. Start getting into our hook kicks with our hook round with the less favorite side. We normally start to find some of the areas that we need to practice a little more. Bend that knee on the way up so it looks like a side kick.
There you go.
Emily and Ian finish up again. They're on their least favorite side. One thing to think about in practice, one thing I like to do is when I know I'm doing both sides, I like to practice with my least favorite side first Does a couple things for when I'm kicking when I'm not quite as tired, even though all these together are as tired either way. It kind of gives me a little bit of a second wind. I get excited, like for me personally with hook kicks, I don't like left leg hook kicks any more than anybody else. The offside hook kicks just aren't as much fun. My hip's not quite as strong. So I kind of get a second wind when I get there. If nothing else, I feel like I'm getting better during that set. All right, spin hook kicks. We're going to do 5 of those, your favorite side only. So the thing with a spin hook is it's going to come around with that knee bent like a spin side. It's coming around, hook, and then bends back in. Jeff's going to do 5 of them. You guys are doing 5 of them. Whichever side you want, pick one side, do 5. So one of the easy things to check on your own on your spin side is where that foot is landing. If you're doing it right, it's landing right where it started. If it's landing a little bit out here, it means you're not quite finishing that spin. If it's landing too far back, that's pretty rare. It means you're over-rotating. That's normally not a problem. But finishing just a little bit outside, slog that, helps that know that. So like you right there, like kind of caught it right in. Stop a little short, a little short. Let's try one more if you're not too dizzy. Try to get all the way back behind you. Oh, you're good?
Yeah.
I feel like Emily rose that target on you a little bit too. But,
You did that, Michael.
it did. Landed good. All right. I also noticed your socks on that shoes. That played a little bit of a role. Okay, he snuck those in there. All right, moving on into the red belt section. Gonna drop down to a pretty easy one here, which is axe kicks. An axe kick, half of a crescent kick, comes halfway up, but drops straight down. So halfway up, drop straight down. I'm gonna always hold it this way, palm down, one hand, because you might see it, if he hits it really hard, I want it to be able to knock out of my hand without hurting my wrist. All right, so you're doing which leg?
Right leg, son.
Right leg. So he's kicking right, so I'm holding right. He's gonna come up over my arm and drop in. 5, axe kicks, what height do you want it?
Collarbone.
See kind of as he hits, pulls it down. Front leg. You can do it front leg, you can do it back leg. That's one of the rules on a lot of kicks, especially axe kicks and crescent kicks. It is much easier to throw it from behind you, and at testing you can do either one. But as we're sitting here training, I always want to train that front leg to build that hip strength to get ready to go.
Is that both sides?
No, just one side of it. All right, last one is twist kicks. So a twist kick, I'm going to kind of break this down with Jeff. It is an upside down round kick. If you're a lower belt, a twist kick is going to be like, and even sometimes if you're a red belt. But it's an upside down round kick. So he's going to chamber inside, but he's turning almost like he's going to be sitting like crisscross, and then upside down round kick, back in. So it's over and out. I'll turn a little bit sideways so you can see so it's not black on black. My foot goes out sideways, upside down. You're going to do 5 either side you want, except, of course, if you're a black belt testing, you can do either side you want, but remember, at the testing, the one target drill I tell you ahead of time that we're going to have, left leg twist kick. All right, so you do have a left leg twist kick either way. You can do 5 each side, or, well, let's just go 5 each side. We'll make it easy.
This side.
And, okay.
Right, sir.
So this is probably the most unnatural kicking motion that you have. So as a result, it's one of those things that takes a lot of practice. Like I'll hear people sometimes say, like, I'm not good at a twist kick, but truthfully, it's just I haven't practiced my twist kick enough. And of course, always with one leg that's a little bit tighter, even though Mr. Larson works this left leg twist kick a lot because it's in the form. He's like me, he's a lot more comfortable, I think, with that right leg one. There, it's just that little more control on that hip. Good one, Ian. Try not to turn your body into it. Remember, if we turn our body into it, it actually pulls away from our kick, right? Keep sideways. There you go. Look, overshot the target there once you went sideways. One more. There you go. I feel like once you stayed sideways, probably could have moved it up a couple of inches. It's a weird thing. It feels like as we twist that we want to turn in, but when I turn in, it pulls my hip away. So while I stay sideways, it's easy to get out and over. When I turn in this way, all of a sudden, I can't roll my foot quite as much because of the way it twists my hips away. Let's do a couple more that I would not at all be surprised if they appear on the black belt testing. Jump back leg round kicks.
Sorry.
Right, so jump, number 2 round kick. You're going to go back and forth. You're going to do 6. I'm going to let Mr. Larson demonstrate first. So here he is jump, change legs, kick it, and there, what? And then he's gonna go back the other way. So just switch feet and come back the other way. Again, you'll probably find one of these is a little more comfortable than the other. And one more. And what? 6.
Okay.
So the main thing is I'm doing it, bring that target down a little bit, jump, turn in the air and kick. Don't try to start your turn on the ground and then jump. That is a recipe for hurting your knee. I want to jump, both feet jump as I turn and kick. Okay. There you go. That was it. Hold up on the target. Kick through the target. It's okay. There it is. Oh, what's that? Jump, turn, and kick. If you're having trouble with this concept at home, you're trying to get it, the first thing I want to practice is just jump and change legs. I'm having Mr. Larson hop right in front in here, and he's going to do that sort of thing. Literally just jump and change legs 6 times. Up and switch, knees up and switch. Same thing, you guys. So this kick is like, literally just practicing that and getting comfortable with the idea of jumping and changing legs, and then it's just a matter of just tossing the kick out. 2-foot takeoff, boom.
6 times like that.
And so we don't have near the focus on jump kicks that you know some people might or whatever else, but I want to see that you can try them. I want to see that you can do it, so that's what that part's about. We're going to pause for a second. I'm going to give these guys a quick water break, and then we're going to move into our form segment. All right, so we are moving into our form segments now. We're shooting these from behind so that you can follow these guys along as you practice. We're going to do 1 time my count, and then 1 time their own count. The first part is going to be the white and yellow belt section and the green and blue. So we're going to go all the way to the front. So my count, ready, stance?
Sir.
And step, high block, white. High block 2. Low block 3. Cross your heart, turn, white. Both hands block down, notice their feet are close, standing up tall. Side kick, knife hand strike 2. And step, knife hand strike 3. Middle block 1, punch 2, punch 3. This ends the white and yellow belt section. For the green belt section, point, and back leg front kick, land and punch. Step punch, round kick, knife hand strike. And let's come back to our spot.
Sir.
This time I'm going to pick the camera up. I'm going to move a little bit with Mr. Larson. Ready, stance?
Sir.
And your form by yourself. By the way, pay attention to the speed that it goes. Some of you guys were talking about doing it a little too fast. Try to keep pace with them. And begin. And ready, stance, let's come back to our spot.
Sir.
We're going to do the blue belt section and the brown belt sections. So if you're a blue belt, just stop at the end of the blue belt section. Brown belts and up, just continue going. Sorry. Back, set up here. We are going to do it still facing the same direction. So ready, stance?
Sir.
So go ahead and start with your right knife hand strike towards me.
Sir.
Towards me. There we go. And of course, remember, anytime we start with a move, we don't throw the whole move, snap the whole move, don't just reach it out there. And check your back stance, make sure we're in a real stance. I never want to practice something that's not the way it should look. Turn, palm heel, go. And step together, round kick, knife hand, low block. From this angle, make it a little bit easier to see what they're doing. High block, knife hand strike. I love it. Other side, round kick, knife hand, low block. High block, high knife hand. That's the end of the blue belt section. Blue belts go back to ready stance and wait. Brown belts, hands up, and back leg front kick, land in a back stance. 1. Spin, crescent kick, land in the same spot. 2. Skip front kick, twin high punch 3. Knife hand strike to your right, 1. Side kick X block 2. And high block reverse punch 3. And let's come back to our spot.
Yes, sir.
We're going to do it again on your own. So from the knife hand strike from here, always crossed, good back stance, a little bit longer on that back stance, Ian. And so you're going to turn from there, again, keeping pace with them. If you need to practice it more, you can always back the video up to this point. And begin. In the blue belt section, brown belts, 3 kick combo.
Yeah.
And back to your spot.
Sir.
Moving into the red belt section, so from here, facing towards the Tiger Rock, twin fists on the hips, that middle ready stance, this is the halfway point if you're doing the full form. And my count the first time. So back foot, step in front, and side kick. Land in a back stance. Step through twin elbow. And twin punch. Front kick, side kick, knife hand strike. And front kick, side kick, knife hand strike. Back to ready stance.
Yes, sir.
Move this a little bit and we're going to show it to you regular speed. Again, you can do it with them. If you need to watch what it looks like, feel free to study this part. And begin. Step kick. Step through with the twin elbow. Twin punch. And Emily, back to ready stance. Go ahead and practice your whole form. Right from here, but I'm going to have you back up a little bit more. And I'm going to have Jeff and Ian, I'm going to have you guys finish from here on your own.
Sir.
Begin. Black belts back to ready stance.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to stop for now, and then our escape skills will be coming up. All right, as we move into our escape skills segment, so the last part of our class, we're going to go through all of them. Don't use these to try to teach yourself ahead of what you've done, because I'm not going to do that much instruction. But let's just start off. We're going to start off with the ones for this cycle, and then we'll loop through and do the ones from last cycle as well to make sure that you guys are ready for it. Those of you that are testing for black belt levels. So starting off, our wrist escape, simple this time. It's just a swim, so it's 2 choices. It's either swim, or for you guys, and I'm stepping back, hands up, or halfway into your swim, turn over. You can wrist lock here, or arm bar here. So she grabs, I'm going to go with the one that we practice the most, which is up and arm bar, and then I'm going to let her practice both sides. You can practice this at home if you got somebody to grab you. If not, you can just use this as kind of a little bit of a study period. There we go. And post it. There we go. Deep pressure on the wrist. He's slippery.
Yeah.
Both sweaty. That's why you guys are each other's partners. I don't sweat a lot. All right.
Sweating, I'm just grabbing something.
All right. On the as they continue that. So on the 2-hand collar grab, throat grab, anything else, that was also going to be the arm bar. She grabs 2 hands to choke. I want to think like I'm saying the Pledge of Allegiance, right? Right hand over, turns her hand upside down. This is the same thing I did. I'm just going to step in behind to control that arm bar. I need fingers up. See her fingers? I want to hold her hand so her fingers are up. Hand is on the back of the shoulder. The other choice is, again, the wrist lock. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're on this. And I'll show it opposite side, reaching over to grab. As I turn, stepping back, I've got my thumbs in the X, pushing down to create the wrist lock. So, That's your blue belt contact skill. And we can do this one co-ed because it doesn't involve pushing anything down. So, yep.
Sir.
So,
Change it.
Really?
Oh,
There you go. Almost caught your glasses. There we go. Yeah, so if we're doing the arm bar, I want to create a long lever. If we're doing the wrist lock, I want to be close.
We're changing color. Oh, sorry.
we're really changing it up.
So again, you'll notice there, reaches back, long lever for the arm bar. If he does the wrist lock, he'll keep his hands close. Both hands, so you're going to go both hands to the wrist lock. Thumbs make an X. There you go, so you've just got pressure on the wrist. All right. Our brown belt escape skill is the rear bear hug escape. You good to help me demonstrate this one? So turn face that way. All right, so I'm going to grab so that I'm pinning her arms in. First thing, she wants to look down, find which foot she's going around. Big step outside, other foot moves behind me, and then turns her belt towards me to twist free. Right? It's a pretty easy one to practice. The main thing is having that footwork. It is 1 foot steps big, other leg moves in that 7 direction. That's why we call it a 7 step. So we're going to do that one back and forth. It'll be the same motion for the headlock escape that we'll go to in just a second. If you're testing for black belt, make sure you're comfortable doing either. It's going to be a coin flip as to which one you do. All right, yep, and if you have glasses, you don't want them on while you're escaping from headlocks because your glasses will not make it through. All right, that's right. So we're going to go one more time, bear hug. Uh-oh. What'd you forget first?
I didn't know.
You didn't look down. You didn't look down, so you kind of guessed and you were 50-50 chance. It will usually be, by the way, if you're playing the odds, normally stepping right will work because if your partner's right-handed, like I naturally step with my right leg up.
There you go.
But I want to look down anyway. That's going to protect my throat.
Right behind there.
A rear choke escape, if you haven't learned this one yet, don't try to use the video to teach you. We're not going to demonstrate that much, but we're going to do rear choke. Good. And hang on to that arm just like you did all the way through.
Sorry.
Try it. Lock your fingers like that. Okay. There you go.
And I can tell if you guys did, make sure when you're doing that you step down because like if you're grabbing here, but if I'm really grabbing, so I grab Emily, like I'm stepping into a front stance to grab.
Okay.
So you can't go either way. She did it. It's now forever immortalized on video. She moved really well because she moved to my open side. She couldn't get behind that leg. So as she turned in, like I still had her, and actually if I'd have lost my balance, we'd have both fallen, but we'd have fallen on you. Yeah. All right. And then finally, for red belt levels, it is the escape from the mount. We're doing the stomach escape from mount. Again, you guys should have that. We're going to practice it, make sure everybody's got it. You going to practice this one? Or okay. And I'm going to take off my shoes just so I don't accidentally kick her all the way over.
That is a stomach on the ground.
That's stomach on the ground. We're doing stomach on the ground this time. You may be asked at black belt testing to go from your back. We're not bothering to practice it because if you can do it from your stomach, you can do it from your back.
Sir.
And go. So. You felt it a little bit. What did you miss getting those feet together all the
Yeah.
way, right?
Yeah.
Because as you hooked one foot, I wasn't meaning to. It is a little bit of a reflex for me that I'm going to hook that other foot if I can. So let's get one more time so that I don't. I remember halfway through, like trying to be nice, not trying to. So from here, good start though. Notice again, so she turns, puts elbows in to keep me from being too high. Traps an arm, traps the same foot, and doesn't let that foot get in. Now she bridges high. And that's going to be over fast. Ooh, she's being mean about it.
Counter?
So that's your review for today. Again, sorry that, like I said, with bad weather coming, we wanted to create this video so you guys could practice for testing and be at home. Obviously, there's a sparring segment, a board breaking segment at testing. But let's be honest, if by now, if you can't spar or break boards, there's probably nothing magical going to happen in one class. So get this one done, and I'll see you next week for your testing, for you guys who are in Shreveport. Or also, we're going to keep this video posted and up in public. You can always use it as a good training tool.